Okay, so welcome everyone. Thanks for coming to our Winnipeg Winter Club online yoga session. My name's Philip and I'll be guiding you through it. Today I thought we could work a little bit on the upper body, but at the same time working the whole body. So when you're ready, I just want you to either sit down or stand up, your choice. So you're going to either sit up really tall or stand. I just want you to bring your arms out in front of you like this. And have your feet about hip width apart. Check that the second toes are facing forwards. Same with the kneecaps too. Let them face the fronts of your hips, your shoulders, your head. Then lengthen your fingers out from your pinky fingers, index fingers, your thumbs. Notice the connection all the way up to your shoulders, your collarbones, your shoulder blades. I just want you to inhale and touch your fingers to your shoulders, okay? Breathe in. And exhale, reach them forwards. Do that 4 more times, nice and easy. Breathe in, touch your shoulders. You should feel a sense of them lifting. And as you breathe out, reach them forwards. You should feel them dropping a little away from the ears. 3 more, touch the shoulders, breathe in. See if you can breathe into the fronts of the ribs and the backs. And exhale forwards. Inhale, touch. And exhale forwards. Last one, inhale, touch. Exhale forwards. Give your arms a rest or a little shake. Okay, few more like this. Reach your arms forwards again. Touch your fingers to your shoulders. Try and keep your hips over your heels, shoulder over your hips, ears over the shoulders. Stand nice and tall to the top of the head. And just start to make circles with your elbows going in one direction for about 5 nice breaths. Breathe all the way in and out. 4, 3. I noticed how you might feel a massage in the back of the body as you do this. 2. See if you can keep the chest a little bit forwards. And 1. Just give your arms a little shake again. Keep breathing nicely. Okay. Again, other side, touch your fingers to your shoulders. Circle them in the opposite direction now. And clicking and clacking is normal, but you probably don't want to do this if you have maybe an injury or something. Take a few more nice breaths. Sounds like mine sounds like I'm making popcorn over here. Okay. Give your arms a rest and shake. Take a few more breaths. And if you can keep a nice rhythm in your breath for the whole hour. Okay. Up here, and standing in mountain pose, nice and tall but relaxed. Lengthen your fingers. Stand up tall through the top of the head. I want you to reach your hands out in front of you, looking between your hands, just gazing there, so that the mind can be a little bit softer. Looking there and breathing, reaching up, looking up. I just want you to fold forwards. You can bend your knees quite a bit. If this is enough, you can just keep your forearms on your thighs. Otherwise, yeah, roll down and place your hands on your elbows. We're going to hang out here for about 10 breaths today, okay? I just want you to maybe ground from the heel to the toes. You can even just go forwards and back a bit. Notice where you're putting most of
the weight distribution in the feet. And you ground somewhat equally throughout the four corners. You see that the kneecaps have to turn forwards, facing the same way as the fronts of the hips. And see here that the low back is nice and long, into the lower belly. Imagine lengthening your tailbone down towards the ground. And the sacrum, imagine it's moving forwards and up towards your belly button. Pubic bone down and back towards the tailbone. And keep your spine on its longest so you can breathe well. If you can relax your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your face for a few more breaths. Okay, on your next inhale, I just want you to slowly, from the bottom to the top, roll up to stand little by little. Try not to come up too fast. Once you're up, you can reach your arms up, lifting your hands, breathing in. I want you to bring your palms into a prayer position, bring them in front of the heart, and just look towards your fingers. Even with your eyes closed is fine. Take a few nice grounding breaths. And breathing with some sound. Okay, slowly float your eyes open. Once your eyes are open, I just want you to take your feet about mat width apart. And you can have your heels turned in and the toes turned out. And see that your second toes are forwards, fronts of the knees, fronts of the hips. Same with the outsides of the legs. And here, you can stay like this. This might be it for your squat. If possible, you can place your forearms on your thighs like this. This might be it too. From here, I want you to again ground from the heels, knuckles to the toes. Notice where you're putting your weight again. You might have to keep shifting it. And see that you're bending your knees somewhat the same. If the knees are sore, maybe keep the hips up higher than 90 degrees. Yeah, again, lengthen out through the low back, and you can round through the upper back a bit. Just to get into the shoulders, the neck, the face. Just breathe here for about 5 more breaths. This is super easy. You can come down into a squat like this, and you can round your back for 3, 2, and 1. Good, root down and just stand straight up. Breathe in. Turn your feet forwards. Breathing out, mountain pose. Breathing in and down. Okay, let's go through a few sun salutations. Yeah, standing at the front of your mat. You're going to look in between your hands as you reach your arms up, breathing in. And rolling down, breathing out. Place your hands on the ground or forearms on your sides, even hands on the legs. Roll up halfway, extending your spine, arms and legs. Go back to a push-up position or a table. Lower down. Inhale, upward facing, cobra, something similar. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. If downward dog's too much for you, you can always do cat cow or child's pose instead, okay? Breathe for about 5 nice breaths here. Or if it feels like your feet are really far away from your hands, you can walk them a bit closer today. So you can get the feet a bit closer to the ground for 3. You might imagine resting the backs of your hips on the wall behind you. 2. And hold on with your hands. Use a bit of strength. Make sure all around your shoulder joints feel nice and supported. One, look in between your hands. Walk or hop your feet there. Roll up halfway, breathing in, and roll down. Roll up to stand, reaching up, looking up. Arms down by your sides, breathing out. Two more. Do another one with you. Reach your arms up, breathing in, and rolling down, breathing out. Roll up halfway, breathing in. Go back to a push-up or a table. Lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Child's pose or cat-cow, your choice. Breathe through about 5 again. 4. You might pedal your heels up and down if it feels okay. 3. You might ground both of the heels equally. 2. And 1. Eyes forwards, walk to the top of your mat. Roll up halfway and roll down. Roll up to stand, reaching up. Arms down by your sides, breathing out. Okay, I'll let you do. Reach your arms up, breathing in. Rolling down, breathing out. Roll up halfway, breathing in. Go back to a push-up or table and lower down, breathing out. Inhale, upward facing, breathing in. Exhale, downward facing, child's pose or cat-cow. Breathe for about 5. Remember how you're like pedaling your heels up and down? You can do that again. After a few breaths, maybe reach them both equally, and you can even do the same thing with the heels of your hands. If it feels okay, you can lift them up and down a bit, maybe even the fingertips, and put them back down so you can feel all the way up to your shoulders. And then ground them from the heels, knuckles to the fingertips for 2. And 1. Look in between your hands, walk your feet there. Yeah. Roll up halfway, breathing in. And roll back down, breathing out. Use your feet, your legs, roll up to stand. Look in between your hands. Arms down by your sides, breathing out. Okay, let's go into triangle. Here, set your right foot back about a leg length. You're going to turn your left foot in as you turn your right foot to the back. And your heels, see that they're somewhat in line or in about hips range. Reach your arms over your legs. Place your right hand on your right foot or leg. And look at one of your hands for about 5 or so breaths. Place it down your foot, your shin, or even your thigh. 4. Imagine breathing up the spine and down. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come back up, arms open. On the other side, turn. Place your left hand down on your left foot or leg. Look at one of your hands. 5 breaths. As you look at one of the hands, imagine softening the face. 4. And noticing your whole body at the same time. 3. And long fingers. 2. Long arms. 1. Awesome. Come back up. Revolved triangle. Place your right hand on your waist, left arm up, and turn all the way around. Face the back of your mat.
Look at your left hand if possible. Breathe in. Place your left hand down on your right foot or leg, breathing out. Again, use your feet and legs. Imagine resting the backs of your hips on the wall behind you. Extend through the lower belly, flow back. Right arm goes up. Look at your left hand. For about 5. Feels easy. You can look to your right hand. Or even check that both of the feet are working. 3, 2, good. Down back up. Other side. Right arm up. Turn around. Left hand on the waist. Place your right hand down on your left leg or foot. And use your feet, your legs. Imagine lifting your hips off of your legs. Lengthen forwards. Left arm up. Keep breathing for about 5. Look at your right hand. If it's easy, look at the left. Or 3, 2, 1. And back up. Arms open. Step forwards back to the top of your mat. Standing still. Breathing in. Breathing out. Extended side angle pose. Take a bigger step back with your right foot. Turn again, so your right foot's turning to the back, your left foot's in. Arms open, and your right knee over your ankle. Either place your right hand to the outside of your foot or your forearm on your thigh. Reach your left arm forwards. Look at one of your hands and keep your breathing going for about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Other side. Turn your feet the other way, right foot in, left foot forwards. Bend your left knee. Place your left hand to the outside of your foot or your forearm on your thigh. Reach your right hand away from you. Get one of your hands again for about 5, 4, 3, 2, and back up, arms open. Twisting. Place your right hand on your waist, left arm up. Turn all the way around to the back of your mat. And you can keep your feet and legs about hip width or heels in line. Bend your right knee over your ankle. You can place your left hand on your right leg or hook your arm to the outside. You might even just place your left hand on the ground. This is hard to balance. You can even go down onto your left. Can you reach your right arm up? And breathe for about 5. Look at one of your hands for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And back up. Reach your right arm up. Do the other side. Turn around. Bend your left knee. Hook your arm to your leg. Or right hand goes down. Left arm goes up. Look at one of your hands for about 5. Nice, pleasant breaths. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And back up. Arms open, breathing in. Step forwards back to the top of your mat. standing still. Okay, here, step your right foot back about a leg length, and you're going to reach your arms over your legs, just like this. Take a deep breath in. Interlace your fingers behind your back. I'll turn around so you can see. Interlace your fingers there. Take a deep breath in. And slowly fold forwards for about 5 breaths. And just go little by little for 4. If you're wearing glasses, it might feel better to take them off. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come all the way back up. Breathe in. Bring your hands on your waist, breathing out. Okay, let's just step back towards the top of the mat for today. Breathing in, breathing out. We're going to keep working with the shoulders. Step your right leg back about a leg length for today. Can you either come up onto your right toes in a lunging position, or you can go down like this. Here, I just want you to reach your arms out to the sides and make nice circles with your arms for about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Circle in the opposite direction for 5. Keep breathing nicely. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just step forwards, standing still. Breathing in, breathing out. And so see if you can keep a rhythm in the breath as I explain, okay? Next, you can hold up in front of you, feet hip width. Looking between your hands, reach up, breathe in. I want you to interlace your fingers behind your back and just fold forwards, breathe out. And inhale, come back up, reach up, breathe in, look up. You do that 5 times, exhale, rolling down, breathing out. Inhale, going up, breathing in. Exhale, going down, breathing out. Inhale, going up. And exhale, going down. Let's do one more. Inhale up. And exhale down. Okay. And back up. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Let's switch sides now. Step your left leg back. Take your arms up to the sides. Arms up. And make nice circles with your arms again for about 5 in one direction. 4. And keep your spine at its longest. 3. Yeah, use a bit of strength, but find the least amount to do. 2. And 1. Good. Circle in the opposite for 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Step forward, standing still. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay. Next, we're going to go into pyramid pose. Step your right foot back about a leg length and turn all the way around. Pivot on the heels, face the back of your mat. If you want a challenge, you can make fists, touch them behind your back, and with your thumbs. And as you do that, press them together so you feel all the way up your arms to your shoulders, collarbones, and shoulder blades. If you can take your hands into a prayer, you can always do that too. On your next exhale, bring your forehead to your right leg, right knee. Breathe for about 5 or so breaths. 4, bring your forehead to the belly button. 2, 1. Back up. The other side, turn and fold. 5, 4, 3, 2, just count back up. Step forward, stand still. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, balancing. Yeah, you can give yourself a little shake if you need. Oh, nice work, everyone. Let's go into balancing now. If you need to use the wall, you can use your hand on it. Or you might even feel a little bit easier to reach your arms out like this. Keep them nice and long. Can you lift your right leg up? Imagine you're pressing your right foot onto like a bench or a chair. And you're standing up nice and tall. Stay like this or hold your right leg for about 5. Maybe hold your right big toe and lift your leg. 4, 3. Easy, you can place your hand on your waist. 2, 1. Take it out to the right for about 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Get back to center. Can you lift your leg up for 5? It's a bit easier. So you can always reach your arms out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Ah, nice. Give your legs a little shake. That feels okay. Let's switch sides when you're ready. Just gonna take your arms out or hold the wall with your right hand. Lift your left leg up. Hold left leg or toe for about 5. Full breaths. Imagine breathing from your nose to the heart, heart to the nose, even in the back of the heart. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it to the left for about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To center. Lift your leg, point your toes for 5, 4. Long arms, long fingers. 3. And with the toes and legs. 2, 1. Good. And down. Give it a little shake. Okay. Next, we're going to come down into a child's pose. So bring the sides of your big toes to touch. Knees open wide. You're going to send your hips back towards your heels or somewhere in the range between your knees and heels. You can even place something in between, like a pillow or something. You might walk your hands forwards. If it's easy, you can bring your head onto the ground, your hairline.
Or you can rest your head on something, even your hands. Can we see if we can hang out here for a little bit? If you're wearing glasses, you can take them off. If your arms are forwards and up and they go a little bit numb and tingly, same with your hands, just bring them down by your sides right away, okay? I want you to breathe in for about 3 to 5 seconds with a bit of sound through your nose. Towards the heart, and the heart towards the nose. You might feel a nice stretch through the feet, legs, through the hips. See if you can soften into the face, the shoulders, the neck a bit. And you take about 10 more breaths. If child's pose isn't for you, you can always try laying on your stomach instead. Keep softening any tension you feel around your face, your eyes, your ears. See if you can keep bringing your breath into the back of the body. Breathe for about 5 more nice equal part breaths. 3, 2, and 1. And slowly press yourself back up into an all fours position. Once you're up, place your hands underneath your shoulders, hips over the knees, round your back. Let's go through cat cow a few times. And the back. Inhale, lift through the front. Exhale, rounding. And inhale, lifting. Few more breaths. Okay, can you come into a neutral position? Here, let's try thread the needle. So you're going to reach your left arm out. Look at it. You're going to thread it through and bring your right ear down towards the ground or onto something. If it doesn't go down, you can even just stay it like this. You won't stay for long. Just about 5 breaths, okay? 4. If it feels nice and easy and you feel supported, you can stay or even reach your right arm up and place your right hand on your sacrum. Keep reaching your left hand forwards and out, and your right hand down and forwards in front of you. 2, and 1. Come up, breathe in, and breathe out. Other side, right arm out, bring it through. Bring your right ear towards the ground.
Lengthen it through the lower belly, the low back, extending through it, and rotating through the upper parts of the spine. And keep holding yourself up with your hands, your arms, your whole body, really. If you did last time, you can reach your left hand up if it feels okay. Maybe it's too hard on this one, that's okay if you can't. 3, 2, and 1. And back. Breathe in, breathe out. Lay on your stomach. Rest your forehead on your hands for today. Take a few nice breaths. Okay, stay like this, or you can press up into the Sphinx pose. It's a mild back bend. So you're going to press up. Just going to set a timer here for about 3 minutes. We're going to hang out here for a bit, okay? You're going to press your arms down underneath your shoulders and press your hands down too. You do press down through the tops of your feet, or you can even do it the other way, tucking the toes under your joint. I want you to use your feet, your legs. You can press the tops of your feet down, or if your toes are tucked under, push them back a bit. Once you do that, lift the kneecaps off the ground. I want you to notice your tailbone, lengthen it forwards and down towards your pubic bone, and your sacrum. I want you to push forwards and up towards your belly button, and the pubic bone, lengthen it down and back towards your tailbone. You should feel a nice stretch throughout the front of the body, the front of the spine. Make sure that you leave lots of space in between the discs in the back of the spine. And press your hands down so you can feel the journey, of course, all the way up to your shoulders, your collarbones, and shoulder blades. If it feels like the shoulder blades are really up and the collarbone is down, you might try lifting the chest up a bit and try and get your shoulder blades in line with the scapula. And keep breathing in for about 3 to 5 seconds, out for about 3 to 5. This is really easy. You can even bend your knees, but keep the actions of the hips going as you root down, lifting. And you want to imagine lifting from the pelvic floor all the way up towards the throat. And apparently, even the bottoms of the feet connect all the way up towards the pelvic floor, up to your throat. You might even kind of make those connections in your mind. This is really easy. You can always press your hands down for seal pose. And just a few more nice breaths. Okay, slowly lower back down. Rest your forehead on your hands. Take a nice deep breath in. Nice full breath out. Few more, okay? Just take about 5 nice breaths here. Imagine breathing from the pelvic floor up towards the heart, the throat, the nose, all the way up to the top of the head. From the top of the head all the way back down towards the pelvic floor, just imagining. Okay. Can you rest your hands down by your lower ribs? Tuck your toes under, come up into an off force position. And either go through cat cow again about 5 times or downward facing dog, your choice. Exhale, rounding for cat cow. And inhale, lifting. Downward dog, lifting the hips upright. Breathing for 5. 3, 2, 1. Come down. And that's it. And you take your legs into a diamond shape like this. The seated butterfly pose. So you're going to press your feet together. And you're going to sit up nice and tall. As you press your feet into each other, you should feel your legs. And yeah, you should feel your hips, whole body really. Sit up, breathing in. And you start to roll forwards little by little. Keep your hands on your feet. And just go down slowly, slowly for about 10 nice breaths, okay? And you can keep your legs out far forwards or in closer. If your legs are out far, it might even feel nice to bring your arms under like this. 3, 4, okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just come up to sit. Can you roll onto your back? Once you're on your back, just take a few nice breaths. Resting. Still watching your breath moving in your nose. Making a bit of sound with your breath. Nice sound that you can follow in your mind. Okay, next, twisting. Lift your feet up in the air as if you're going into a chair pose. You can imagine you're pressing your feet into a wall of some sort. Reach your arms out to the sides. Can you slowly take your legs over to the left side of your mat? Try to keep your head down, your shoulders. You might turn the fronts of your hips to the left, the backs of your hips to the right. If you have a pillow or something, you can always put it in between your knees or under. You might even take your left hand on top of your right thigh so that you can get your spine stacked up nicely. Let's hang out here for about 10 breaths. If your arms go numb and tingly, bring them down by your sides right away. And just keep watching your breath, body, and your mind. Bringing your mind back to your practice. 5 more. Okay. When you're ready, inhale, come back up. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Can you give yourselves a hug? Wrap your arms around the backs of your legs. If it feels all right, lift your head up towards your knees. Let's switch sides. Take your arms out, legs up. Slowly bring your legs over to the right. And you might take that same pillow, put it in between the legs. You can look to your right hand if it's quite a bit. You can put that right hand on, place your right hand on the outside of your left thigh. Imagine you're sitting on something like a chair, lengthening up through the lower belly, low back. So the spine to the left today. I don't have to be much. For about 8 more. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Give yourselves a hug. Then you lift your head up closer to your legs. Take a few nice breaths like this. You can rock around again. If it feels all right, can you take your legs a little bit further apart? Or, yeah, so that you can stretch the insides of the hips, the legs a bit. As you hold onto your legs, you can use a bit of strength in your hands, your arms, your shoulders, just finding the least amount of tension in them. And usually the face is the last place to feel the yoga. I think you can soften into it, the eyes focused. Yeah, if you know happy baby, you can lift your feet up into the air, hold the backs of your legs, your ankles, your toes. You might rock around a little bit. Okay, can you bring your feet into a diamond shape and then lower them down onto your mat? I want you to just stick your arms up to the sides like field goal posts, and the palms will be facing up. Elbows in line with shoulders, hands in line with the elbows. Down through the outsides of your feet, backs of your hips, your middle or upper back, not the neck or low back, around the middle back of your head. Stay like this. Where as you inhale, you can lift your hands off the ground and bring your palms towards the ground. And then as you exhale, you might bring the backs of your hands towards the ground behind you. And as you exhale, you can reach them forwards. And inhale up. You might do that 5 times. Or just stay still. Okay, keep your legs in this shape. Can you take your arms out in front like we did at the beginning of class? This time, palms facing forwards. Take your right arm over your left arm and keep your elbow somewhere in the middle. Yeah, like where your sternum is. Bend your left elbow. Just push your arms into each other softly, keeping your head back and backs of the hips on the ground. Just not the low back or back of the neck, right?
If you know eagle pose, you can bring the backs of your hands together, even fronts. 2, 1. Take your arms out, switch sides, right arm under, bend your right elbow. You might stay like this and just push your arms into each other. Just feeling a stretch through the left side. Or bend your elbows, touch the backs of the hands together, lift the elbows away from you a bit. Drop the shoulder blades down. 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands to the outsides of your legs. Bring them closer together. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Give yourselves one more hug, lifting your head off the ground if possible. Take a few more nice breaths. And for today, let's rest in Shavasana. Rest your feet on the mat and knees bent, palms fit. You can take off your glasses if you're wearing them. Set your body up fully on your mat. If it feels all right, lengthen your legs out long. You can even rest on your side, resting on one of your arms. Let's rest for about 5 minutes, okay? Let's see if we can keep letting go. Nice work, everyone.
Okay. Please begin to deepen your breath. Tiny movements. Can you wiggle your fingers and your toes? Stretch your arms up and back behind you if it feels right. Same with your legs, standing forwards. Maybe let out a sigh or a yawn. Into your knees. Roll to your right side. And slowly make your way up to sit. To end our practice, bring your palms together. Thank you all so much for your practice. Hope you have a really nice rest of your day. Namaste.